this press conference. And your response in such short notice is indeed humbling. The latest statistics is that 15 members of staff have been rounded up. This includes about 3 female students from the university who are on attachment. Our deputy national chairperson, committee, Nobel commission, and a number of peaceful, peace-loving members of staff. These are employees of the MDC. They are not the politicians in the MDC. These are the civil servants of the MDC. They are no different from other workers who are working for state institutions or other institutions. These are people who make their living by supplying services to the MDC. So this attack on the MDC, this unprovoked attack on the MDC, is obviously an attack on the working class, on the working people, because it is the workers who have been targeted. But maybe we may give you a brief background behind this unprovoked attack. The MDC last week notified the Commissioner General of Police of the demonstration that is taking place on the 7th of April 2016. This is the People's March Against Poverty. At that demonstration, which we are holding in terms of Section 59 of the Constitution, which allows us to demonstrate. This demonstration is meant to press the government into doing something about the levels of poverty that have afflicted our people. It is also to ask the government to account for the 15 billion. We are not a country that can afford to ignore something as big as $15 billion. And the telltale signs are that this $15 billion was consumed by a few people privately, and that is not acceptable. Any people in any country, any same people in any country will demonstrate against this treachery by the government. So the MDC did give notice to the government in terms of the law that it intends to demonstrate. The government has not yet responded, and we can only anticipate what their response is going to be. We think that their response is going to be a no, and we know that they know that we will go to court, and we know that they know that we will win in court. So this is a preemptive strike meant to cow the MDC into submission, which I know the MDC will not do. But this is not an isolated event. Over the weekend, a number of MDC supporters were harassed in Mashona East, trying to prevent them from attending the rallies that were addressed by our President, Dr. Chandrai. Our spokesperson has issued a statement on that. This siege of the Harvest House is not the first siege of the Harvest House that has happened. In 2015, where the siege which lasted 7 days, and MDC is being targeted, of course. Now, why is MDC as a party being targeted? Number one, MDC is the only credible change agent in the country right now. It is the only party that has held a Congress, a meaningful Congress, which has elected the leadership, and it's the only party in this country that has started preparations for elections in earnest. You may have heard about the programs that our president and other leaders are embarking on, meant to strengthen structurally the MDC. Other political parties are not in a position to restructure because they are still in the process of cleaning up, in brackets like Zanu-PF and other political parties. Number two, the MDC has demonstrated clear strength in terms of the numbers of the people who have attended these rallies and public meetings. We have addressed thousands, hundreds, and sometimes thousands of people in our meetings. Recently, we had a youth assembly rally in Bulawayo. It was a sellout crowd. And then Women's Day commemoration rally in Bulawayo again. Women only, it was full capacity. So the MDC is demonstrated numerical strength beyond doubt. Then there is the disintegration of Zanu-PF. Zanu-PF is splitting or splintering into many formations. Some declared, some undeclared. But officially we know that Zanu-PF has been divided into three. And being divided into three, the contradictions within that party are totally dysfunctional. Now, the attack on the MDC is an attempt to slow down the MDC so that this faction can catch up. You may know, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a succession conundrum now. Although the constitution is clear that a party that had the president must supply a replacement if the president is unable to continue. You will notice that when we did that clause in the constitution, we did not foresee a political party which is split into probably equally strong factions. And if we are to have a replacement of Mr. Mugabe, which faction supplies the replacement? Now that is the succession conundrum that is there. And the attempts by the state agents is to weaken the MDC as a way of saving Zanu-PF. So we have a state security system that relies on trying to prop up a political party. And they do this by trying to destabilize the MDC. They try to destabilize other political parties. As you may know, there was an attack on the right of the people first. This is in order to slow down the political party. The MDC has two programs, apart from March of 7 April 2016. We have two important programs that are lined up for the beginning of April. The first program is where the MDC is restructuring itself in the wards and other law structures. This program is already in an advanced stage, but we know that the state machinery knows about this program. And this is an attempt to destabilize the MDC from planning successfully these events. The second is the program which is slated for the second week of April, and this is a massive recruitment program. Over the years, the MDC has never recruited. And for the first time, the MDC is embarking on a massive recruitment program aimed at growing its vote from certain numbers to certain numbers. Now, the state security machinery knows that the planning is done at other times. They know that the planning is done by the technocrats. They know that the planning, while approved by the politicians, is organized by the technical staff. And this attack on the technical staff is aimed at disturbing those plans. It is also aimed at discouraging professionals from working for the MDC. Our reaction and our way forward, we are going to proceed with our March of the 7th, whether the government allows it or not. We are going to proceed with our two main programs, whether the government allows it or not. We have said that because there is a succession conundrum, the best thing after the president is gone, which he is going to do anyway, after the president is gone, is to have a general election. That is the only solution that may make sure that this country is not plunged into chaos. We will proceed with our plans. We will not relent, and we will succeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Monzora. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you heard that very succinct, very brilliant input exposition of the events of this morning spilling over to early this afternoon. I can see that you are very eager to ask a few questions. We are in such a mood to take questions from you. So it's over to you. If you want to ask any questions. Okay.
So there are two isolated events. The police came, they came to us out twice. They are saying in the morning and early afternoon. That's one. Then secondly, so are these guys likely to spend the night at the south? Yes.
Yes, they are two events probably related. The first time in the morning, early morning, the police came and cordoned harvest house
with 8 trucks.
with the 8 trucks full of biotech police. They did not talk to anyone. They did not ask anyone any questions. Normally, we are very eager to assist the police. And I did ask, because I did get there in the morning, and I did ask some of them exactly what they were looking for. And then one of them says, we are here in terms of orders. And once we hear police saying that, we know that there is no rationality that is going to be there. And then after that, in the early afternoon, they then raided the harvest house, got into the building, floor to floor, and fished out members of staff, including people who are working in our card processing center, where we are processing membership cards for our members. They went there, they took those people. We also don't know what else they did take. They also raided the president's office, which is the 5th floor of Harvest House, before proceeding to the 60th floor, which is the Secretary General's office, or put the administration office. I'm told they did a brief stop in the 4th floor, which is the information department. What they were looking for, we have no idea. But what we do know from the offices that they targeted is that they were looking for the plans that we are doing for the programs. And we've made it clear that these programs are not secret. We are going to be recruiting members. We are going to target even people from Zanu-PF who are approaching our party. We are going to be recruiting people. They are free to recruit as well. We are going to hold a demonstration. They are free to demonstrate as well. We are going to hold other programs and they are free to do so as well. But this follows the harassment of MDC supporters in National and East, Sadza, Wenza, and Nawanja.
Thank you very much. Ladies, comments?
So,
Follow-up question.
about spending the 90s.
Well, we don't know. What we can tell you as lawyers and Honorable Mutuli is for many, many years. What we do know is that at law, there is no reason whatsoever why these people should be arrested in the first place and why they should be detained overnight at law. There is absolutely no reason. They have not been charged. They have been taken apparently for an identification parade. If you want to put people before an identification parade, you don't arrest them because these are people assisting with investigations. They cannot be arrested. You hope that by a process of elimination, you will be able to find the real culprit. But these people are innocent people. They have not been charged. No offense is attributed to them. So at law, absolutely no reason to detain them. But we know that the police acts on the orders of our opponents in the state security. And we know that the law has been used to harass the opposition. And we know that people will be detained, people could be harassed simply in order to break their spirit. It is unlawful, it is illegal, it is unconscionable. But this government acts that way. Now, if we look at their history of abuse of persons, we will not be surprised if they detain them. But we are saying this detention is of no consequence because it does not break anything. We are very confident that they found nothing because we will be not so vigilant if we were to plan and leave the plans in our house, well knowing that they will break it.
And also the level of force that they used. We were looking at 8 truckloads to track down the 1 or 2 people. That is disproportionate use of state machinery. So as Honorable Monzore said, it shows that there is an ulterior motive. This is just a smoke screen. It's a claim down. It's a political claim down. There's really nothing to do with the police enforcing their law. We all know that Itai Zamara has been missing for more than 12 months now. They never deployed that level of state machinery to hand down his abductors. So you can see, if you compare the two, that there is obviously something behind it. If there are any other questions, gentlemen, ladies, I can see Somalia is smiling. Is that a smell of contentment? Happy.
Well, the good thing, spokesperson, is that both the Herald and everyone else have been under attack.
Oh yeah.
So we are comrades by circumstances.
Yeah. I like that. So just to which faction, yeah. Yeah, I like it. Any questions? Nothing from the ladies. Okay. So thank you very much once again. We assume that no further questions. Thank you very much once again for turning up at very short notice.
Yeah.